So before we recite the Heart Sutra and the life-sustaining practice, I would like to request that for His Holiness holy wishes to succeed immediately, to attain that, and then for material others to be able to construct as quick as possible, and for the completion that most beneficial, to be most beneficial for synthesis, and then all the success. Not only material portrait, but all the rest of projects of building holy objects, different parts of the world, and then social service, and building holy objects to the nobody something with quite marriage and to purify, to accelerate path for that, and bring peace and happiness in not only this world, but in the to all sentient beings, and all the then all the every center, all Dharma activities, all the whatever project each center has to be succeed. Whatever intention there is to benefit, to be obtained. All the plans to be actualized. Immediately. That's able to provide all the needs for all these various development of the center and as well as the various social service, for setting up education, all those projects succeed, and and then including university education of that. So and everyone here, for success of everyone here, the Dharma practice, the completion of the path, to complete path. So we will set heart to the lifestyle. So we include all these. Lama Zopa Rinpoche,
You are the primordial Buddha, chief of all Buddha lineages, dweller in creation, mansion spontaneously created three bodies. Our quest, the all-pervading Lord, great Vajradhara, by generating a mind of compassion, loving kindness, and by completely severing continuing the claims holding self. Now be blessed to quickly attain the high state of Mahamudra through the path of total integration. You are the father of all the conquerors of three times, holy field of wisdom covering the earth's directions. Our quest, the all-wise Ayurveda, regenerating mind, compassion, loving kindness, by completely severing continuing that claims holding self. Now be blessed to quickly attain the high state of Mahamudra through the path of total integration. Here in its 9 provinces of this northern country, you are second Buddha of the Buddhist doctrine. Our quest, the perfect pure lozenge path, regenerating a mind of compassion and loving kindness.
And by
completely severing continuing that claims holding self.
Lama Zopa
Now be blessed to quickly attain the high state of Mahamudra through the path of total integration. You are principal among those holding the teachings of practice lineage of Tsongkhapa, great son of Manjughosha. Our quest to Toten Jampa Gyatso. By generating a mind of compassion, loving kindness, and by completely severing continuing the claims holding self. Now be blessed to quickly attain the high state of Mahamudra through the path of total integration. After opening the treasury of counsel of oral tradition, you matured well, fortunate candidates. Our quest to thus reach generates the mind of compassion, loving kindness, by completely severing continuing the claims holding self. Now be blessed to quickly attain the high state of Mahamudra through the path of total integration. After reaching the end of praxis of the 2 tantric stages, you attain the body of deathless Vajradhara. Our quest, the great Siddha Chukyi Doji, regenerating a mind of compassion, loving kindness, and by completely severing continuing the claims holding self. Now be blessed to quickly attain the high state of Mahamudra through the path of total integration. Having completely shed the bonds, the 8 mundane concerns, you held high the banner of victory, the teaching of absolute truth. Our quest to Lozan Danyatra, generating a mind of compassion, loving kindness, and by completely severing continuing the claims holding self. Now be blessed to quickly attain the high state of Mahamudra through the path of total integration. The dance of saffron robes guides all transmigratory beings into the life of palace of 3 bodies. Our quest is scholars of the Sangha Yeshe, regenerating a mind of compassion, loving kindness, and by completely severing continuing the claims holding self. Now be blessed to quickly attain the high state of Mahamudra through the path of total integration. Knowing everything with respect to teaching of Gyalwa Lozan, you are indistinguishable from that very refuge. Our quest to perfect pure Lozan Chökyen, generating a mind of compassion, loving kindness, by completely severing continuing the claims holding self. Now be blessed to quickly attain the high state of Mahamudra through the path of total integration. Having enriched into one essential meaning on the Buddha's speech and the sutras, tantras, and commentaries, you achieve perfection in putting these into practice. I request the great civic and Gyatso, generating a mind of compassion, loving kindness, by completely serving, containing the clings, holding self. I be blessed to quickly attain the high state of Mahamudra, to the path of integration. Owing to great exertion, you experience unique enjoyment, and tasted the very essence of Rinpoche's teaching. I request the accomplished Gyaltsins and Pam, generating a mind of compassion, loving kindness, and by completely serving, continuing that clings to holding self. May be blessed to quickly attain the high state of Mahamudra, to the path of total integration. This master expositor to the fortunate candidates, who gave the richness of the nectar of the Dharma is profound and vast. I request the great Tantrika Gyatso, generating a mind of compassion, loving kindness, and by completely serving, continuing the clings to holding self. May I be blessed to quickly attain the high state of Mahamudra, through the path of total integration. And the welfare of beings as well as the Dharma. He reincarnated again like the venerable Tantrika Gyatso himself. I request the perfect pure Losang Yeshe, generating a mind of compassion, loving kindness, and by completely serving, continuing the clings to holding self. May I be blessed to quickly attain the high state of Mahamudra, through the path of total integration. I achieve mastery of the profound path of pure tradition. I am blessed by Lord Buddha himself. I request the perfect pure Losang Chögyam, generating a mind of loving kindness, and by completely serving, continuing the clings to holding self. May I be blessed to quickly attain the high state of Mahamudra, through the path of total integration. He reached the limits of putting into practice essential meaning of the oral tradition of Jesangkapa. I request the great Siddha Losang Namgyal, generating a mind of compassion, loving kindness, by completely serving, continuing the clings to holding self. May I be blessed to quickly attain the high state of Mahamudra, through the path of total integration. With great kindness and correctly elucidated the essential precepts of Rinpoche's oral tradition, I request the kind initial attention, generating a mind of compassion, loving kindness, by completely severing, continuing the clings to holding self. May I be blessed to quickly attain the high state of Mahamudra, through the path of total integration. He propagated everywhere his son from borderlands alike, the essence, the errorless teaching, the complete path. I request the perfect pure Navanjampa, generating a mind of compassion, loving kindness, by completely serving, continuing the clings to holding self. May I be blessed to quickly attain the high state of Mahamudra, through the path of total integration. Matured by means of Dharma order to Tibetan China, while sporting the saffron robes primordial birth, I request the Pancham Pardon Yeshe, generating a mind of compassion, loving kindness, and by completely serving, continuing the clings to holding self. May I be blessed to quickly attain the high state of Mahamudra, through the path of total integration. You arrived at the accomplishment of single point of concentration on the complete and extensive path of sutras and tantras. I request the wise yogi Nandashe, generating a mind of compassion, loving kindness, and by completely serving, continuing the clings to holding self. May I be blessed to quickly attain the high state of Mahamudra, through the path of total integration. The clarified Lord Buddha's teaching, through verbal explanation and composition, with regard to steadfast knowledge of the second Buddha. I request the perfect pure Dharmabhadra, generating a mind of compassion, loving kindness, and by completely severing continuing that clings to self, I blessed could attain the high state of Mahamudra through the path to integration. The superior knowledge profound of vast dharmas like conditions, and derive inconceivably great compassion is never closed. Our quest to young children of the generating mind of compassion and kindness, by completely severing continuing the clings to holding self, I blessed could attain the high state of Mahamudra through the path to integration. After reflecting the purposefulness, you arrive to the victorious stage of total integration. Our quest is close to the Tenzin Zondra, generating a mind of compassion, loving kindness, and by completely severing continuing clings to holding self, I blessed to attain the high state of Mahamudra, the path of total integration. By continuing reflection and understanding the profound path, you upheld divine victory, the teachings of common practice. Our quest to Lama Zopa Rinpoche, regenerating mind and compassion, loving kindness, by completely severing continuing clings to holding self. Now we bless to attain the high state of Mahamudra through the path of total integration. As holding the essence of teachings of three high trainings, we bear no trace whatever the stains of moral faults. Our quest to regenerating mind and compassion, loving kindness, by completely severing the tender clings to holding self. Now we bless to quickly attain the high state of Mahamudra through the path of total integration. You reincarnated again to shine the dance of suffering like the second Buddha himself, Our quest to perfect pure Gelegatso, regenerating mind and compassion, loving kindness, by completely severing continuing clings to holding self. Now be blessed to attain the high state of Mahamudra through the path of total integration.
Lam Sabata Jachi Juji Kandi Yong Laya Tand
Our quest to kind Lama regenerating mind and compassion, loving kindness, by completely severing continuing clings holding self. Now be blessed to attain the high state of Mahamudra through the path of total integration. He is skilled in clarifying the noble path of free extremes. By means of love, laughter, or stainless logic, our quest is supremely wise, Jignamapa, regenerating mind and compassion, loving kindness, by completely severing continuing clings to holding self. Now be blessed to attain the high state of Mahamudra through the path of total integration. You are unequaled in propagatings for explanation practice. The most excellent doctrine protects us on kappa. Our quest to perfect purity and Vajramaya, by generating mind and compassion, loving kindness, by completely severing continuing clings holding self. I am blessed to quickly attain the high state of Mahamudra, the path of total integration. Tasting the nectar, the oral tradition of love Jnana, he works for us in physical strength and experiential understanding. Our quest to perfect pure conjugates, regenerating mind and compassion, loving kindness, by completely severing continuing clings to holding self. I am blessed to quickly attain the high state of Mahamudra through the path of total integration. You upheld the banner of victory, the teaching and practice lineage, while dwelling in one purely concentration of nobility. Our quest to great Siddha Bhakti, regenerating mind and compassion, loving kindness, by completely severing continuing clings to holding self. I am blessed to quickly attain the high state of Mahamudra through the path of total integration. After going to limits of excellence and models to be banned and understood, we showered down a Dharma rain of good explanation. Our quest is esteemed Chuda Gena Getsu, regenerating mind and compassion, loving kindness, by completely severing continuing clings to holding self. I am blessed to quickly attain the high state of Mahamudra the path of total integration. You attain the rank and accomplish one of 2 stages, and so a crown wisest of the wise. Our quest to glorious temple in Nima, regenerating mind and compassion, loving kindness, by completely severing continuing clings holding self. I am blessed to quickly attain the high state of Mahamudra the path of total integration. Owing to fullness and loving kindness for sentient beings, you upheld the banner of victory, the teachings, the sutras, and hadras. Our quest to perfect purity, regenerating mind and compassion, loving kindness, by completely severing continuing clings holding self. May we bless to attain high state of Mahamudra, the path of total integration. You are the good friend who extends to all the fortunate candidates the hard essence of second Buddha Tsongkhapa, our quest to kindness and Geshe. By generating a mind of compassion, loving kindness, by completely severing and continuing the claims toward himself, may we bless to quickly attain high state of Mahamudra, the path of total integration. Generating a mind of compassion, loving kindness, by completely severing continuing the claims toward himself, may we bless to quickly attain high state of Mahamudra, the path of total integration.
I think this must be Dharma Rinpoche's name. I think because Rinpoche kept the Guru Puja commentary, a Kapan one or so. This text is printed that time. So I think last year or year before. So I think this last one I think must be Rinpoche's name. Before that, Sunat Rinpoche, then Sunat Rinpoche. I thought maybe first is his name, but I think must be. I think. Losang was his chain. That's all. So must be. I think might be his name. So before that is Pamela Jingbo. So then two names before that. It's those great, very famous, great who did unbelievable extensive benefit to the teaching Buddhas, and they wrote many teachings. So this from Amdo, China Sheba, Gonjo Jime Ungbo, then Kungdal Gonjo David. There's so many volumes of their teachings, very extensive. Palma Gonjo Jelson, so from Amdo. Before that, Ngawan Chamba, Pujo Ngawan Chamba is from Lama Zopa, who is a reincarnation of Material Buddha. Ngawan Chamba, Pujo Ngawan Chamba. So wrote the text. There is whole collections of teachings by Pujo Ngawan Chamba. One of the expeditions ordained many, so many. One of the great activities of that Lama. The whole collection of his work. Then before that, there's Duhan Galakatu. There's two. Maybe one, two. Duhan Galakatu. This Lama before Ngawan Chamba, this Galakatu. This the life story I haven't read. Tuang Galakatu, I read a little bit of teaching of Galakatu to Tuang Jitun Dukhangba Galak Jedukhangba. So Galakatu, this one who has the hermitage when you in Tibet in Sarah Monastery. So way up there, quite way up there. There's one hermitage. So if you went in Tibet in Sarah Monastery. So way up there, there's a mountain like this. So there's one hermitage. That's beyond this. This is from Sarah Che. I read a little bit of some teachings from this Lama. It's an unbelievable Lama there. Whenever I have a few teachings of this advice. Whenever this Lama give teaching, always starts with the Bodhicitta. Always, whenever first thing starts with the Bodhicitta. And in everything, whatever he short teaching, there may be commentaries of teachings and so forth. But short advice, but very unique and very so powerful, very, very effective with the mind. Always begins with the teaching, Bodhicitta, very moving mind. And then his system, this Lama system, is that always do the Lama Zopa talk, always. And then there's a Bodhisattva, always with the Lama Zopa talk. And also there's a Sangha Soichman, then the Bodhisattva, this Lama's, special thing. Always, the Bodhisattva like that. Incredible, unbelievable Lama. That's then a few names back, there's another. So I have collections of teachings. Another unbelievable, the clarity of the teaching. It's incredible Sutta Thamsa. I think this is one sort of commentary of Vajrayogini. That's the root. That's one of the bases of the. That's the basis. They may be taken, I think. They may be taken. Basis of the Papanga's commentary, the Vajrayogini commentary. So then there's a Pujangawacham again. That must be another one, maybe previous life, something maybe that. Then before that, Gashin Jelsen. That so the Gashin Jelsen, I think it's a Pujangawachamba's seems like Gashin Jelsen. One that did one of the pundits in Tibet, pundits extremely unbelievable. So there's so many volumes of teaching Sutta and Tantra commentaries in there. So I think Pujangawachamba, I think, is a disciple of that Gachin. So when the Gachin, I think Gachin is so many years in a retreat, built so much hardships, so they practice on the path, exercise lamrim, and Tantra path. So I think Pujangawachamba. So when the Gachin Jelsen was in the Hermitage, so the Pujangawachamba carried huge lot of cow dung, for fire, or for school Gachin Jelsen was in Hermitage, ascetic life, living ascetic life. So to make fire for food. So Pujangawachamba carried him. Must be very high mountain. Huge lot of cow dungs, cow and yak dung, I'm not sure what. So, offered then Gachin Jelsen gave inner offering, gave a little bit of drink. Then after he got blessed mind and incredible realizations achieved, and that I haven't read actually the life stories of them. There's a whole life story. Of course, Jenny Willis, Jenny Willis, is doctor or professor, or what's it? Jenny Willis, PhD. She is the first disciple of Lama received Vajrasattva initiation. Genuilis, and there's another one couple from California. I don't know their name. They're very, very old students. When we were this very old on the top of the Kapan Hill, this old building that built by Nepalese king, the previous kings, this king's father or the father of Mitchell. The king who was killed, his father's maybe built this for the guru or for the astrology. I think very old, but maybe English style building. So, but you can't see from outside because it's covered by trees. Only if you climb the mountain and top, then you can see the building, not from outside. I lost the story.
Jan Willis.
Huh? Senator Khan.
Jan Willis.
Huh?
Jan Willis.
Generosity. What? Jan Willis. Ah. Yeah. So, Lama and the Mayas. So, of course, this Zina was taking care. So, when you came from the door, main door, then there's a step going up the kitchen, 2 rooms, then down the main building. So, she was in the main room, and the first room. When you come from the gate, you come through. The first room, there's one tiny room. So, Lama there, myself here. So, sometimes Losanima, the one who has the vegetarian restaurant, who every year opens a vegetarian restaurant where, all the vegetarian people go, Western students go in Bulgaria. So they also had open restaurant, Dhammasala, down below the bus station. The bus station, so the down below, warm restaurants. So he was a Lama's student from Tibet. Then when he became Tushita director, so there he changed his life. When he was, Tushita. So sometimes Lama there, when he comes back. So anyway, Lama there was there. I was there. It was something. One of the anyway. So generally, and there was one couple. I don't remember, Roberto or something. Anyway, there was one Nepalese man called Ram, worked for Kapan, worked for us and Kapan for building for so many years. From Jina's time, working. Yeah, one Nepalese man, Ram. So I think his house lived, I don't know, some 2-3 minutes, I think, there. So it's 2-story house. So the family lived downstairs. They do Vajrasattva upstairs. So the family make fire. So the room upstairs, where they do Vajrasattva, filled with smokes. And one small room. One is very small, so maybe a little bit dark. So they were the first, in that tiny room, Lama gave Vajrasattva initiation to them and gave commentary. So they were the first one to do Vajrasattva retreat in their own room. this family Ram, this family house. So she wrote Lineage Lamas of the Mahamudra commentary many years ago. I think so many years ago. I think maybe that was her thesis. I'm not sure. Yeah. So if somebody want to read, to want to know that their life story, I don't know how many there must be there. So she wrote the life story of the Mahamudra lineage. So that of course if there's more time, of course that's very inspiring to read. Very inspiring to read, to hear, everybody to hear. Very inspiring. Then when we do this, even though the meditation is explained, at the beginning, the Guru, meditation is the Guru to perspective, the Buddha Vajradhara, through the whichever name you mention, but the essence, to down to that's how to say, meditation is. However, understanding, but knowing each of their life story, it becomes a great inspiration. One thing in our life, one thing is meditating on lamrim. The other one is also very good to read life story of the life story of the Lineage Lamas of lamrim, Buddha's life story, and the Lineage Lamas of lamrim, their life story, such as the Milarepa, those it doesn't have to be only Lineage Lamas of lamrim. That is very important because the teaching that passed through, this is what we're going to practice and what we're going to actualize. So it helps, how they practiced. It helps. It inspires so much. We come to know how they practiced and actualized the lamrim realization. And we find out how much hardship, they beard, how much patience they practiced, perseverance. So we know from each of the stories how they did. So it gives incredible inspiration, and that gives incredible courage to you. Inspiration, courage to be able to overcome, to be able to bear hardships. See. So then, when you're able to bear hardships, then there's no obstacle to practice Dharma, and able to continue. Most important thing is to continue. Then, the most important thing is to continue. Even the time for meditation is very short, but very important is to continue all the time. Because continuity is the most important. Then, after some time, you get the nature of the mind. It get developed. It get progressed. If not progressed by month by month, but year by year. If not year by year, at least you see between some years, you might be able to progress. So can by continue by going to continuity, definitely. I think definitely one will have a progression, realization, by knowing how to practice. You see, putting together all the cause conditions, you see. Because the good version is the most taking care of that practice, paying all the attention on that, and then practice of purification, collecting meditate. I mean, whether you do something separate, practice of purification or collecting meditate, whether you do separate preliminary practice or not, but if you do the guru devotion, that that everything is into that, everything is that. So it is said that when Milarepa was building this tower and building tower and all these scoldings, all this beating for Marpa, and this contains many hundred thousands of prostration. It is not traditional practice prostrating like this, but or sitting during Vajrasabha is not that, not the traditional, the plant practice, not that, but it includes, within that it includes, each time Marpa scold purifies so much of the karma of it's incredible blessings. It is mentioned in the great yogi Dr. Zangpachari. I think the guru scolding, this is his advice. When the guru scold, it is a wrathful mantra specifying the obstacle for the disciple. Then when the guru beats, that's the initiation. If you want a blessing, then that will give blessing. The disciple will receive blessing from that. If the scolding is a wrathful mantra, so usually if there's obstacle, then spirit harm or something, whatever, then the wrathful mantra is recited to eliminate obstacles. So so things like that, you see. So he's saying, so guru scold, then that is wrathful mantra. Somebody if one wishes to eliminate obstacles, then this will eliminate obstacles. Then if guru breathes, and that is the initiation. And if one need to receive blessing, then the disciple will receive blessing from this. So that's how. However, so Marpa is so skillful, guiding Milarepa to achieving ultimate conclusion. So this building tower and scolding, beating, not giving teaching initiation, or not giving any teaching for a long time, for years, not giving. So this includes many 100,000 prostrations, includes many 100,000 of Vajrasabha, all this practice, many 100,000 of mandala offerings. There's in Milarepa life story, there's no, many 100,000 Vajrasabha did it, many 100,000, chatsas, many 100,000 refuge. There's no nothing like that. So this time that was spent with the Marpa, all this hard work, beating so this that's all these different preliminary practices, many 100,000. It's included that. So say. Yeah. So anyway, not only the Lama Zopa teaching, the Gilu, the Lamas, but also other the fourth tradition, those great yogis, that those who did incredible benefit for teaching sentient beings, who is a great example. Say exercise path, benefit for sentient being, great example. So to read their life story, that is not a very important. It's not a very important one in the life. A great source of inspiration, courage. So I think it's very important. So, the Papanga Dijinbo gave advice to Rajin Rinpoche. That Rajin Rinpoche, I think the one who a few years ago passed away, the incarnation. His past life was the one who became regent of after his third Dalai Lama. He passed away and became appointed, became regent. The leader of the Dharma and the politics, both in Tibet. Rajin Rinpoche. So then there was another Lama, then became Rajin Rinpoche, I think, after to become the regent. Anyway, so some of you who read the books might know, but however, Rajin Rinpoche is the incarnation, Rajin Rinpoche is the incarnation of the Dom Tampa, who established the Rajin monastery, who had Katambas. One source of Katamba, where I came. So, also the main base, the main original monastery of Katamba. So, Rating, which we visited this recent pilgrimage. So, Rajin Rinpoche is the incarnation of Dom Tampa. So anyway, so Papanka gave advice to this incarnation of Rajin Rinpoche, who was regent. After third Dalai Lama passed away. So in their advice, so also advises Rinpoche what to read, which text to focus or to help. So it gives few number of texts. Then that includes Milarepa life story, some Lama's life story as well. So I think reading life story now. Of course, there are many which are not translated. Of course, there are so many which are not translated yet into English. Probably Lineage. Anyway, probably there's a Lama Zopa life story, of course, very important. So that I think it's so whatever one can find, those. Inspire, we did incredible benefit of sentient being, teaching Buddha, exercise path, you see. So it's life story of four tradition, Satyaka Nyingma, the four tradition Lama. So it's very, very good to read. It really encourages and you know how to practice Dharma. And also very interesting. And it's not boring, it's also very interesting. So it's like you're you're in a journey, kind of, that you see, early time, middle, at the end, of that Lama. So it's very, 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 very inspiring. To help. Mind became lazy, or even got bored to mention lamrim, or it's same again, same again over same, same food, same, like that. Same. Oh, I know that, Oh, I know that. I have read that already. I know that. So anyway, but of course, lamrim is very deep, but it can go from there to philosophy. It can go very deep. You see, very extensive. But of course, it can be presented in a very simple way. But however, there's other ways to inspire your mind, by reading life stories, how they actualize the path. They didn't become bored of lamrim. They did not become bored of lamrim. They years and years practiced and exercised path. Continuity. So continuity is the most important. I think, or probably you would know that, all the students did, but continuity is the most, whether progress is not progression, whether you're seeing change or not within that year. But however, no matter how long it takes time, but planning for many lifetimes to practice lamrim in your heart planning. Like His Holiness often advises, when it's come to Western, the people, the students, during teaching, public teachings, if there's some advice to give after giving advice to all the monks, lay people, general Tibetan, and this, the advice quite often is they shouldn't expect to have realization very quickly. That's usually when it comes to Western advice to Western people, like a Dharma or the politicians. So you say, shouldn't expect so quick, so fast. Shouldn't expect that. As I remember, probably many of you go to teachings so many times, as you remember more precisely. So anyway, planning for. I don't remember exactly what, but however, plan for many lifetimes, many hundreds of lifetimes. We plan to, to practice lamrim. Even one doesn't think for countless great eons, even it takes so much time when practice actualize lamrim. You see, for both purposes, for your benefit and for the benefit of, especially benefit of numberless sentient, for the happiness of numberless sentient beings. However, even to take countless great eons, I'm going to do it. However, even one doesn't think that, but even hundreds of lifetimes it takes, I'm going to do it. So I'm going to do it. Because what other choices left? What other choice you have? To be free from you want. Do you want to be free from samsara, or do you want to live in samsara all the time and suffer again? Go to lower realms in traveling all the time, suffer there, then time to time come up in the human realm. So like yeah. So do you want to do that all the time, or practice lamrim and and get out of samsara and achieve enlightenment of sentient beings? So it's a question of what you whether you want to do that or whether you want to be continuously suffer in samsara. So of course we don't. Of course, sometimes do you like suffering? Of course we say no. Sometimes do you like suffering? Of course, everybody will say in one voice, No. So anyway, so there's no other choice. There's no. So one one must plan, even it takes not just one, hundreds of lifetimes, but even eons it takes time. I'm going to do it. I must do it. So one must plan. So Isana often says, if you plan like this, then realizations, mind progression will happen. Means continue. Means so much. It means you have curious mind, interesting mind, then thinking that something's going to happen. So in the realization, then it didn't happen. Then mind disappointed. Then stop practice. So one is saying that. So like that cannot develop mind. Must plan for long time like this, many lifetimes. And that there's one student, a Chinese lady, who used to live in Peking, and lived in Hong Kong or different places. She during retreat, she only all the time she's looking for to retreat. So she's been doing retreat somewhere in Nepal, the border of Tibet, near the border of Tibet, about the Dikun Kagyu, I think. And one monk from China, but the Tibetan traditional monk, who translated the teachings of Gampoa in Chinese. Well, listen. So she gave me a picture of Milarepa, small painting. The Milarepa that has shown the bottom part, sitting long time. Then you see the bottom part is I think turned blue, blue, maybe hard or whatever. So much sitting. So shown Gambo the story. I think Milarepa has shown his back to his disciple, hard disciple. Gamboa is what? So to Gamboa, by taking say rope, shawl up, then show the backside to Gamboa. The backside to Gamboa show how it bears so much hardship. Show how much hardship that he bear to maintain on path, practice Dharma. So as soon as he used to bring that time, that emphasizing to be since that story is a very it's one of the expression that how it's incredible moving mind or inspiring. So she made a painting of that. She made so one artist made a painting of that. So Gamboa was sitting there, like how you see the painting. Then Milarepa was showing the back. Huh? So I thought to offer to that listeners, but I don't know what happened. I don't remember what happened with that painting. So whatever happens, yeah, that's right. So there are many lives. There are many lives to lamas to translate. They're incredible, unbelievable things. Many advice you get when you read the life story. Many advice you get in your life. that the Kachin is Jalton here, Puchungawa Champa. Then he teaches Kachin is Jalton. So this one, unbelievable, the great Pandit. It's incredible Lama that I didn't get to read his life story, but read. So the main thing that I read is the lamrim, the great thought transmission, Lojong Chemo, the great thought transmission. Called that. So here I thought maybe mention that some story. This. So the Kapan courses, how it started is from this Lama's teaching, Kajin Yeltsin. When I was at Baksa, I happened to read lamrim. Just a little bit debating the, so debate it's basic debate in monasteries. Now there are many teachings happening. Saragata Devum, from Sanaja Lama, as soon as even though so busy, extremely, but always give time to the monasteries because there are many thousand monks. And give lineage of the philosophical teachings and as well as lamrim again. So Tibet, they don't have much. Tibet don't have much chance, and it's not allowed. Of course, maybe as soon as gives, when as soon as gives, maybe that's different. But it doesn't. You don't hear much story. I don't know that Dalai Lama gave many lamrim teachings. I'm not sure. Like this, I don't think like this. Present one does. I don't think. However, in Tibet monasteries, the monks, according to the monastery discipline, you're not allowed to go out for the lamrim teachings from some high lama or initiations. There's only to do after you finish geshe, everything's finished study or something that. According to monastery discipline, generally not allowed that. The main emphasis is just to study the philosophy, In some ways, I think it is good because if you let everybody go out, then go to the mountains, everyone, you see, go to teachings and Tantra teaching, initiation, then with the monastery study, the extensive study that was established, then there wouldn't be continuity of that. Everybody will go out, then they hear lamrim teaching, lamrim teaching emphasizes meditation, subduing the mind, taming the mind, meditation. So there was special presentation that. Special presentation present there. So anyway, then everybody could go well to the mountains. You see, however, then many thousands of monks to really do the extensive study in the monastery, to carry on, to receive the knowledge from the great teachers. Then they become the teacher, they pass the young ones. So that will interfere for that. So some ways it has meaning. For example, from this, why even just the FPMT, just our organization, why we can receive so many qualified teachers. That in the organization we can have so many qualified teachers. That the old geshes who have been here in the West and in Australia for so many years, and then also very well-educated new ones also, nowadays. So many, even just within the FPMT, so many qualified teachers, Nikeshis able to receive. Very good. It's because the system that they have in this Lama Zopa tradition, these monasteries, the way of learning, the system, extensive learning Dharma, system that is established in Tibet, hundreds of years ago, that is continued. They did not have a distraction to material development. So many distractions in Tibet didn't have. Everything is like cites things: cave, monasteries, statues, like that. So sightseeing in Tibet is the main thing. Is focus is that. It's not. There's no other. There's no other this and that building. This, like in the West, you see. Plus, that. So even the sightseeing is just that. You see, but all inspiration, Dharma. There's no distraction. You see, life, material development, other things. So I think it was very good. Even the Tibet, didn't. They only focused on Dharma in Tibet in the past. They didn't contact other countries, outside countries, West, like that. Did not in them allow, technology and all this in Tibet, and you see all this, my connection and the business, bring business in Tibet, all this, what many countries do these days. So I think it was very good they didn't do that in the past in Tibet. So then everybody focused on Dharma, just Dharma. So therefore the Buddhism in Tibet so strong, and even the land, whole land is so blessed with so many thousands hermitage, full of hermitage and mountains, like a nest of the ants, the holes like that. Now so much is destroyed. You don't see, but before so many practitioners announced and they were in the mountain to maintain a pattern. So they didn't do this, bring business in Tibet, from many countries, this material development. So it was a simple life, focus on Dharma. The whole example, the people, what best the people they think were best, Dharma. So everybody had this idea. Otherwise go to material life, best, success, money, you see. So I think that's why that Buddhism was preserved. Complete Buddhism was preserved in Tibet. So far, so now, even though that the mainland China took over and all this happened, but His Holiness, basically His Holiness kindness, and came out of Tibet, and then so the freedom to start the monasteries and establishing outside. So the system is still there, you see, from Tibet. So quite a number of older monks are able to come who is educated, who has very top education, quite a number of highly educated ones are able to come out. Then they were able to educate, and those great learned ones able to educate so many hundreds of young monks. So now the many young, excellent, good-hearted, well-educated, but also good-hearted, young cases, they're able to receive it now more and more. So anyway, even within FPMT organizations, why we are able to have many teachers, good teachers, able to educate. I say that's because I say, the good system, that incredible system that learning depth and excellence, we say, in these monasteries. the Lama Zopa tradition. Lama Zopa disciples they established. So that so they have produced many teachers. Whereas some other traditions, very rare, very difficult to get a qualified teacher. Very difficult to get qualified teacher. Even there are many centers, but you see, meditation centers, but there's no teacher, and just small group, just people themselves do just some, generous practice, some prayer, Chaman, there were Marpa, something like that. But there's not much study of it, to see. Because teacher, not easy to get qualified teacher. Very difficult. Because very difficult. Why? Because the monastery is able to produce many teachers. I think that's that you see somehow. Of course, there are monasteries. There are many monasteries now. I think in other traditions also paying much attention in the philosophical study and because His Holiness emphasized a lot. And then debate, even the other traditions they learn debate. They like the same style as Lama, the debate. So others also nowadays many monasteries they learn whatever the motivation is, but however, nowadays they take interest in learn Panavatika and logician like that, and so now it's copying from those monasteries, Saraka and different of that. So, I was thinking about that. We'll talk about the cousin is Yeltsin story. So anyway, that's right. I was talking about so. So it's a debating subject. Didn't read lamrim. During my first retreat in Tibet, before I escaped, I did a Lama Zopa retreat, but there was no, I didn't receive the commentary, so just recited Mingme. Then I thought I finished the number, but I didn't know how I counted. Then my teacher, the manager teacher who took care of me, who helped me to become a monk in the Tromagesh's monastery in Tibet, who made offerings to monks and took him. So he left one text. I think it must be lamrim, I think. I'm not sure. Left my table. But I don't know what it is. It's like, I didn't think I'd have the knowledge of that. So anyway, when I didn't receive lamrim teachings at Bangsa, many people, they, just philosophical study. Of course, if you want new lamrim, all those are teachings, of course, lamrim, whatever Buddha's teaching and study is, all goes into lamrim, part of lamrim. However, so when we came to Nepal, we were staying, that time we didn't move to Kapan, we were staying about that. Almost a year I stayed in the Gelupa monastery. That time there was only one Gelupa monastery near the stupa. There's a Mongolian Lamas monastery. Then the monks from this Kajis monastery. It is a monastery in Tibet, but near Nepal. So the monks came from Tibet. This Kajis monastery lived in that monastery, built by Mongolian Lama. So when we came to Nepal, we stayed with Zina. So we were supposed to go to Sri Lanka to start Mahayana Center. That was the main aim. But at that time, India didn't have a good relationship with Russia. So she's Russian, she has the name Russian. She has the name Princess Rizhevsky, because her father was king, who was a revolutionary thing, left Russia and then lived in France. I think maybe she was born in France, I think. So because of that, I think, and because of that, I think India suspect her. She was Zina spy. The suspect her. So she went to Sri Lanka after we spent 9 months at Darjeeling. Then she went to Sri Lanka. So we used to have correspondence when we were back. Then she came back. We went to see Sona Dalai Lama and to start the center at the Mahayana Center there, within the intergovernment. So since from Calcutta, we went to Calcutta to meet her there. Stayed in the Theravadan, this guest house. Then from Calcutta in the train to Delhi, all those weeks staying in Delhi, there's always spy outside cars and motorcycles waiting. Whenever she comes out, wherever we go, there was a car and the Indian spy, the motorcycles all go together, or lined up. And then, because she appears outside like kind of like very suspicious. She's not a spy at all, but and also she's named Princess or that anyway. So, so when we traveled from Calcutta or from Delhi to Pathankot, so in the train, in the same compartment, spies were there. We were there, spies. And there's one, the head of the spy is very, is a very glorious looking man. His mustache like this. Is the head of the spy. Anyway, so at Tushita, at that time, so we requested to ordain her, but it's not in the time, so it's not asked Rinpoche to ordain. So she was ordained at Tushita, Dhammasara. That time, I think St. Rinpoche has already moved down. So Tushita became like a haunted house. Haunted house, kind of all building rats, things like that. So I think Namgyal monks, I think they use that for, to do this. I think, so Rinpoche ordained her there. So while she was receiving ordination, the head of the spy was down below the mountain, going back and forth, waiting for her. Waiting for her. So anyway, they think she's a very important spy. Maybe they think she's going to sell the whole India to Russia or something. Anyway, so we went to see Sona Dalai Lama, and as if going to Sri Lanka, they don't give it about then. Went to the religious office, and the religious office men gave advice. He gave advice, this word, told Lama that don't beat drum. Say, when you teach, don't beat. It's called petho tudung. Petho tudung, say. means I think what he means is a better truth. So only teaching from scripture, but without experience. Better truth means just what scripture says you just pass. Then without practice. So he gave just that advice. The head of the religious office man to then because she was suspected spy and all that, then there was a Lama's idea to go to Nepal because I was born there. So Lama thought to go to Nepal. So actually how everything started in Nepal is Lama's kindness, the Laudo and the Kapan monastery. So it was the Lama's idea to go to Nepal for some time. So we stayed at the monastery less than a year, about a year something. And then moved to Chinne Lama. Chinne Lama is the caretaker of the Buddha, the great stupa. I think for many years he's the caretaker. Chinne Lama. I don't know what. Anyway, so his son had a house. One house was a double bachelor near the road. We stayed also there for years. But there was a French artist who always talks about Madagascar and Madagascar. So what's this place? Madagascar. And those places where they traveled, was one French doctor who does voluntary work in the Nepal, in Nepalese the public hospital, who likes very much to meditate, very nice person. But he cuts, when he sees snakes in the field, he cuts snake all the way through, split the body half. So then keep the hang. So I went outside to see. There's still the heart moving. Body like cut. Then the heart, you can see the heart there, this, and still moving. Half body is gone. Anyway, so before that house, or which is double watcher, before that or after, I'm not sure. Another house. But there's one green building now. I'm sure destroyed, rebuilt. Maybe. So anyway, we stayed there, moved from the monastery thing. So one day, the Sherpa, he became monk in Daishnumpa monastery. There's a Sherpa comes in. There is a small section from which country you came from. So Daishnumpa had a Sherpa comes in. But this monastery, Saragata, they don't have. I think belongs to Geshe Champa Thekchos comes in. If Sherpa goes there, Saragata belongs to Geshe Champa Thekchos comes in, I think. But I wasn't belonged to that. But I wasn't belonged there. I belonged to Tummageshe's monastery comes in because I became monk in Tummageshe monastery. So because of that, otherwise I think belonged to Geshe Champa Thekchos comes in, Pitu comes in. So. Anyway, so he was a monk before. Anyway, he became rich in Nepal, in Kathmandu, by selling tangas and statues. So he had many students, disciples, who met, under his guidance, sell tangas, statues. Many students, it's a business student and business disciple. Anyway. So anyway, the Sherpa man met the Lauda Lama, who was the story that I was talking about. Maybe received initiation or something. However, he came one day to meet us. So he offered to me the great commentary of Thought Transmission, the lamrim text by this Lama, Kashin Stilton. And then he offered to Hiruka, Bodhi Mandala, the commentary to Lama. So even from that time, Lama used to read the not generation stage, completion stage, even from that time. So many years ago. So I was looking sometimes what Lama is reading when the Lama is out. So just I was just spying, see. So always completion stages from that time. So that shows the level of practice, see, in the ordinary view, just the not talking reality, but just even ordinary view. So this lamrim text he gave me, the Sherpa. This is a Tibetan paper, very thin. So this spent quite a number of years. Almost like become pillow and see blanket or something. Anyway, so went to Solukhumbu and then while building the monastery, then brought down. So that read that is very extensive Rajong taught us mistakes. So we went to Bodh Gaya one time. Rinpoche was giving commentary Yamata. So there was one Japanese man. Zina was with us. Japanese monk, England and Scotland, the Lama Tungas, monastery, came there. So he was teaching meditation. So we all went. But Zina, she always liked to go to different, lamas or different, like that, teachers to go see and to ask questions, to meet. So because of that, we also come to know other traditional lamas, like Rinpoche and Marpa, as a few other lamas. We come to know and spend time. And anyway, so when his name is Zango, so he guided meditation, just maybe 1 hour, I'm sure. Then he said, stop. He said, stop thinking, and stop thinking anything. Then I said, this is Dharmakaya, this is enlightenment. And so then we all did the meditation. Well, I don't think I was unable to stop thinking. So I thought, wow, this meditation, no difference from deep sleep. That time you stop thinking. Anyway, that's what I thought. The way I heard it. So then Zina was very interested, to do that kind of style. So she asked Lama, I think, a few times, but Lama didn't accept. And then I don't know whether that was good or bad. I'm not sure what, but I had interest to because reading this for some time. So so I had an interest to do. Then because Lama didn't accept it, then she asked me to. So I asked Lama. So Lama said, maybe if you think beneficial, you can do it. So then we did a Kappan course. So we did the first course. There's 2 pages, 1 line on perfect human birth. Then I think there were something. There's more lines on hell. There's 4 lines on the hell. 4. I think maybe 5, 6 lines on the hell suffering. That's the largest one. Then maybe a few words on karma, I'm not sure. 2 pages. There was one American nun. Didn't met for many years. During those times, I don't know what happened. So she helped her. And then I think there was Anneli Ann. Was it Anneli Ann there? I'm not sure. Anyway, so I did the course. Then the people came from Bodh Gaya with the Zango course, this Japanese, the course that came from there. Then, I don't know, was this 2 days course or I'm not sure. 5 days or 2 days, I'm not sure. Then, so one evening was a bodhicitta. So they got very inspired. So inspired. Of course, that time I don't know how many hours. That I don't have that habit that time. Anyway, so and then Gina was completely astonished. She was completely astonished. So I went to have dinner with Lama. So she came and she was completely astonished. Just so shocked or surprised. Then started because that started second course. That time there was Massimo Italy, who was director of international office. He was there. Luca, I think, and his wife. Peter Cage was I think probably Peter Cage, who was the director of Material Project. Was there. Maybe Harpa might be there also. Second course. But the second course I didn't get complete because started from Lama Sangha, Lama Chu. I think then karma. I had to go somewhere for teachings or something, to receive teachings. I had to go to India, I think. So I didn't get. So I think maybe Lama may have completed. So it started. Then that's how it the common course started. So then they used to do two 1 month course. Then because started travel in the West, and then of course, as you know, the center started. People come there. They come to the course. And of course, as they found some benefit in their life, then of course then that's how the center started. So then it's only one month course because of traveling in the West and like that. So until this up to 7th course, I always had the feeling that what even people say, oh, that's good, how this fantastic, blah blah blah. But in my heart, this wasn't me. There's a Lama Isha who's giving the teaching. So I always had that feeling. But then I think after 7th course, then I think stopped that feeling. After that, there was feeling that I wasn't me. So when people say blah blah blah, it wasn't me. It's this is what I think in my heart. But after that, probably maybe something went wrong somewhere or something. So maybe the sign, I'm not sure. But this feeling, so after 7th course, something like that, then seems to have stopped. So, however, so from this Lama, Gachin Shielson, whose name is here, so what I saying that so what I think is so all the Kappan courses and then centers, starting center from the students in the West, and then all that all these teachings happening at the centers. So I think basically by these lamas teaching Gachin Shielton, so and that of course without Lama Asia, of course, they wouldn't have happened. So even to read this teaching wouldn't happen. So anyway, so like that. So I thought maybe since we're reading the name Kachin Chelsen, so I think to give an idea of how this Lama, the broad benefit from this Lama that we received. So that. Okay. Mm-hmm. Jetu Togo me Denzaro, the Denge, the Jepon, the Chintara, Lama Zopa, the Pitan, the Wachama, Sami Jantan, Jumata Lam, the Chayachama, Jelama Sanjeto, and the Koala Chamba, Wada, going to the Kujin, Lam Tomono, Tomama, the Basso, the Chayachamba, to me the Toba, Padi, good and Dagel, Padi, and Dagel, Padi,
and take from myself for responsibility for liberating all transmigratory beings, and to quickly achieve the common path, and particularly the glorified unification mantra. Please bless my body anew the Father's holy body, my speech anew the Father's holy speech, my mind anew the Father's holy mind, to quickly become inseparable. Sangye Shino Mene Oyen Runga Nanda Shingan Jumbo Shor Jetsun Lama Dhamma Ngenanki Chango Ngalang Yese Chusen Tre China Sambendo Jesamala Sangye Chungi Chamba Om Nu Sol Edom Guru Rana Mandala Niryanayam.
Yesterday I mentioned that, making preparation for that, I mentioned, I concluded the Guru devotion and the good heart, and how they are helping each other. Guru devotion, next, practice good heart with each other, and the good heart, then that make good heart causes to practice to correct the word of virtuous friend, because for the benefit to be able to benefit of sentient beings, then you see, to have realization path enlightenment, then devote to virtuous friend, correct devote to virtuous friend. So so before that, I emphasized the karma, morality, and so the reason why after that I emphasized good heart. So without a good heart, without motivation, bodhicitta, then without motivation, bodhicitta, if the motivation to practice morality will be only renunciation of samsara, so what you achieve is only liberation from samsara, you see. That not only that, not enlightenment. And say, so, but if the motivation is a bodhicitta, then not only practice morality, everything becomes cause to its enlightenment, and able to enlighten or something. That's what the reason why I concluded good heart was that. Because it is like a limited sky, it's a broader view, broader benefit, you see. That that helps that helps many ways to bring all the success. So by training the mind in the Guru devotion, that by looking at the Buddha, seeing Buddha, using quotations and reasonings, so analytical and fixed meditation as explained here, starting with the 8 benefits, the devoting virtuous friend, and then of course without having Guru you wouldn't have all that, and then mistakes. And then after one has found Guru, making mistakes, the relationship with the virtuous friend, all the 8 shortcomings. Then devoting virtuous friend with thought and action. So thought, then mind training the root, training in the devotion, which is the root. Then also remembering Guru's kindness. Then the say respect rises. And then the mind training, the root, the devotion. Then why there's need to give reasons, need to look at the Guru Buddha, how one can do that, how to do that. So then how to do that has the 4 outline. So like that. The Guru Vajradhara accepted the Buddha, and then the Guru Vajradhara accepted the Guru Buddha, and then the Guru is the doer of all the Buddha's action. Nowadays, even Buddha Sabas, the Guru is doing the action. Works of the Buddha Sabas. So each outline means, benefiting to working for oneself. That guiding. There's nothing definite in one's own view. You can't seeing mistakes in one's own view. Seeing mistakes in one's own view, you can't use that. You can't use it as a logic to say that it's an ordinary being, and all those reasonings. Then remember kindness, general respect, the kindness of teaching Dharma, blessing the mind, then inspiring you, droning you, inspiring the disciple. By giving food and clothing, so the gifts, presents, so to practice, do not inspire to practice, to follow the path. Then devoting words of friend with action. Then obtaining the applies exactly as instructions given. Then, that's the main one. The next one is offering service, respect. And then next one, if one does have material, then to not to collect merit, or not to collect merit, and then make an offering, things like that. So, however, the realization that one continue to one training this until from deep, very deep from also heart, from bottom of heart, without one single question, without one single doubt question at all, that this is definitely Buddha. So one guru is all the Buddha. One guru is all the Buddha. That one Buddha is all the guru. Whether one has one guru, one has many guru. However, so even one has many guru, the one Buddha is all the guru, and one guru is all the Buddha. So that that so many water streams and rivers come from all over many directions, but goes in the ocean. See, one. So that like that water. Even one drop you take from the ocean is everything. That's everything. All the different rivers, whatever, come from many directions, So this is one drop that you take from there, it's everything. So having this definite understanding from one's side, from our side, not just only a few hours feeling like this or a few days feeling like this, but very stable. Prabhupada Jinpa uses, when you remember, he uses the monk's coat. They were in the puja in the house. So when you remember your coat, you remember without effort. When you remember your coat, you remember the cover of the coat is the yellow cloth. The coat, the monk's coat. Then there's a yellow cloth, the woolen, that thing. Inside this cover yellow cloth. So when you remember the coat, and at home you have a coat, when you remember this, it's yellow. It comes together. So like that. So use example. So anyway, so one wants to see the guru, one wants to see the guru, one wants to think the guru, one wants to remember guru, one wants to see the guru, one wants to think, meditate, one wants to guru your practice, one wants to remember guru. You see, it all comes together there. One is with all the Buddha. That is Buddha. That's one. That's all the Buddha. That's one is all the Buddha. That's all the Buddha. So no need effort at all. There's no question at all. So no doubt, no question at all. Then also any deity you think when you do sadhana or any Buddha, any deity. So that's that's all good. So same here. realization, understanding what in the aspect of deity, peaceful, wrathful, whatever, all this peaceful Mantushiri, wrathful Mantushiri, Yamataka, but what they are, who is it? Same. So even you see mistakes, you hear mistakes, you see mistakes in the actions of Guru. But because you have realization, there is a Buddha, so there's no belief. There is no belief. You see, because what you have, realization, what you have is no mistakes, only qualities. So this is what you have. This is the realization what you have. So even in the appearance, in the view, you hear mistakes, one see mistakes. How you see that? It's just an act. An act. You don't believe. You don't think. You don't believe from the heart. Or there's a real mistake. See. So what you see is an act, like theater, an act. An act, and either, as like essential nectar said, either it's done, either it thinking, or it must have some meaning why this is done, some meaning, some purpose, some benefit to sentiment, or particular to that sentiment, particular benefit. So, or think there might be special purpose for that. So thinking that or say or this is this is a view. This is view of my impure mind, my mistaken thought, impure mind. Impure karma. My mind is obscured. So impure karma. This is a view. This is a projection, view of my impure karma. See, impure mind. So it doesn't. So seeing mistake, hearing mistakes, it doesn't. Having delusion, having suffering, mistaken action. It doesn't disturb your devotion. Your devotion is very firm, like a mountain. It doesn't disturb, to lose devotion. Because with that realization, this that definite understanding. So you see what when one hear or see mistakes. So understanding along with that, how you feel with that is like this. So therefore, it doesn't affect your. It doesn't affect your. Doesn't cause damage. Doesn't cause. It doesn't become obstacle for your devotion to lose devotion. So repeating again, it's useful that as I mentioned the example, one container, one liquid appeared for the human being water. For who don't have merits to see water, see appears passing blood to the pretas. We have more merit, and it appears nectar to the devas. And then for the Buddhas who are complete pure mind, it appears a purest nectar, one object. How the object appears is according to the karma. How much the mind of the karma is pure and how much is impure. So this is very important. This is a very, very, very essential point. So this is a great key for Guru devotion, for understanding Guru devotion practice. Key to open. Understanding the Guru devotion practice, to Guru devotion realization. And that's one thing. The other one. So therefore, that's one thing. The other one, the Buddha. So this is from how the object appeared. Okay. The other one, Buddha manifest for the higher Bodhisattvas, Sambodhikaya, and that's part of Buddha. For the lower Bodhisattva, ordinary Bodhisattva, Nimanakaspa, still the aspect of Buddha. Okay. After that, more obscure one, more obscure one, then you see manifest. Then ordinary being, not an aspect of Buddha. Ordinary being, definition of ordinary being is having mistakes, having delusion, having suffering, you see, having mistakes in action. So that's the definition of ordinary aspect. That's what Suna said during our Dharma celebration, the second or third atmosphere, commentary on Guru Puja. So that was a great, their teaching is great. Releasing the knot, like thread that when I say knot, mess in the knot. So like releasing like key opening door of the museum or something. See. So in ordinary human form, then even who don't have karma, to see in human form, ordinary human form, you see, ordinary form having mistakes, okay, having suffering. So even from who don't have that, even the karma can manifest into dogs, asanga. Asanga tried to imitate Buddha about 12 years to retreat, but didn't see. Every 3 years, and he left. Something that he left, he got discouraged, and then nothing happened. He left, and he come another sign he saw inspired him. Then come back, then continue to retreat, and then again nothing happened. He went back and saw another sign, and then inspired him, come back. So 12 years, then nothing happened. So. Then he saw a road, a wounded dog, lower part of the body filled of maggots, this worm, one of meat rotten, maggot, full of maggots. So Then feeling unbearable compassion, then he gave up himself. He cut the flesh from the leg, spread out. When he went to pick up worms by closing eyes, and then he could not touch with the tip of the tongue because he felt they are very fragile, they might crush with the finger. So he went to pick up worms with the tip of the tongue, so could not touch. So then he opened eyes. Then it's no longer the very dog, material Buddha. So we see before he saw what he saw was a wounded dog, just ordinary, just dog, not human being but dog. So we saw even that is wounded, filled with maggots, very suffering, awful. But because he generated incredible compassion, unbearable compassion, sacrificed his life. You see, cut flesh from his body for the maggots and like that. Unbelievable. Need karma is purified, defilements is purified. So therefore, the next minute he saw Material Buddha. Now that impure appearance, the seeing dog and the wounded, even that wounded dog, something very suffering. So that that impure appearance stopped because the impure mind was the defilement karmic obscuration which projects that is purified. It's purified. So now you see only pure. Now you see Material Buddha. So here's a very good example. That similar, it comes about in the commentary to Gizul Simbuba, the disciple of great yogi Nabucco Baba. Great yogi Nabucco Baba. So Nabucco Baba came by. He was going to put his last practice, before becoming enlightened, the tantric conducts, to engage tantric conducts before becoming enlightened. So he was going to Odi, this place Odi, I think in India. So there was a big river. Before crossing the river, there was one woman sitting there, the totally leprosy disease, past blood coming out, and past blood coming out. See, leprosy thing is covered. So she asked him if he can take me other side of the river, but the yogi didn't take it. He went straight. And after some time, his disciple Kitsutsubaba, the monk living Taisibao, came and then saw this lady, and this lady asked him, see if he can take me to the other side of the river. Then this lady, so this monk felt unbearable compassion. So even though his monk cannot touch, but is unbearable compassion, give up himself. So he sacrificed himself to carry her, bring her to the other side of the river. No concern about the getting sickness in the leprosy sickness or the passing blood, all that. Unbearable compassion. Then he gave up himself to carry her across the river. So he carried Then in the middle of the river, this lady, this woman, then appeared to him, Dojé Pangmo. This is Vajrayogini, Dojé Pangmo, deity. Then Dojé Pangmo took him with the same body in the Pure Land, Vajrayogini in the Pure Land. You see, so the means then in that life definitely become enlightened. So here same. So it is an enlightened being. It is an enlightened being, same as the dog. You see, in reality, the material Buddha is an enlightened being, but because karma obscuration, so it appeared very 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 ugly lady, leprosy, sickness, possible commodity, like that. Then you see, because himself, unbearable compassion, sacrificing himself, cherish heart, take care of. Then during the duration is carrying her, then so much, so in the lifetime, say, unconceivable development, the karma purified during that time. So then, that impure karma is purified. You see, they see ordinary lady so ugly, full of sicknesses, from discussing something you can't touch. So, purified. That's purified. Now you see deity. So same. So you see now here, this is another way of talking. Other ones has appeared. Okay. Now here, so you see. So now here is the point. You see, if the mind is not purified, you see, even Buddha has skies of qualities. I mean, it's Holy Buddha was man, all the perfect power, everything, all the qualities completed, nothing more to develop. Wisdom, omniscient mind, compassion, power, everything. You see, there's nothing you can do if the power mind, if the mind is not purified. You see, you can't make the mind is not. See, there's nothing you can do that. You see, to show pure, no mistakes. You see, can't do anything. They cannot see. Because kind of obscurity cannot see. Cannot see. So therefore, so cannot see. It's not that Buddha doesn't have wish to show purity. Doesn't wish. Not that. Not that. It's can't see it. Blocked. Can't see it. Only to can't see it. You see in the aspect of Buddha. So therefore, what's left is only to manifest in ordinary form, having delusion, having suffering, having mistakes. Only that's what's left. Only that aspect is left. Only that method is left to guide the sentient being. So therefore for us, see. So without without showing this aspect in the ordinary aspect, showing mistakes, the ordinary aspect, ordinary aspect, which say I have mistakes. What say? So therefore, it's so precious. See what I'm saying? This aspect, you see. Before that, I want to mention, without this aspect, I'm totally lost. I'm totally lost. No guide. Totally lost. Totally lost. Like the baby left in the desert, hot desert. See, baby left there. I say, left out on that hot desert. Or in the forest, the tigers, so many vicious animals. Nobody to guide, nobody to protect him. So completely guideless. However, without this, I'm totally lost. Guideless. You see. So therefore, that showing this as ordinary aspect, showing the ordinary aspect. Which means is having mistake. Having mistake. Delusion, suffering, mistakeness. So, showing this me. Only through this, I can receive the vows and teachings and these instructions. Only through this, only with this, then guide me to happiness, future life, from glory, liberation, enlightenment. So therefore, this aspect. So therefore, showing me the ordinary aspect. They have a mistake. Say. These mistakes. Therefore, this ordinary aspect, mistake, show me this ordinary aspect, mistake, mistakes, having these mistakes, so precious, unbelievably precious, so precious. Unbelievable precious. And unbelievable kind. In each second, Even I offer whole sky filled with gold, diamond, silver, even which grand jewel, even I offer, not enough. In each second, showing me, you see, guiding me, showing me this ordinary aspect, mistakes, which can guide me, which is the only way to can guide me. So, in each second, showing this aspect. See? So, to repair kindness. If I offer a sky filled with gold, diamond, which kind of jewel, is nothing. So precious. And so when they think they are so precious, so you through the mala, you see, half, see, 21 times or half mala, 1 mala, so see. So you think of so kind, so kind. So kind, so precious, so kind. You can think that all. First of all, kind, some number, over, and then after that, so precious, think over and over. So maybe think first how precious it is, or then I think how kind it is. So I could learn how important is even each second. Yeah, how important is even each second. No question about days, minutes, hours, each second. That which the only one is the only way to guide me. So see, there's not a way. Lower than this, animals like that, birds, worms, they can't recognize, can't see teachings. Higher than that, more pure, I can't see. So you can see now how precious it is, how unbelievable precious it is. So anyway, can do that also with the when you relaxation card, the section of the Guru. See, something very short like this. See, something very short like that. So, anyway, so okay, maybe quite close to take my precepts. Getting close to take my precepts. So anyway, I didn't get to reach to actual Guru devotion subject, which I expected. That should be the most important subject in this, because otherwise, Mahamudra, without dependent blessings, even though the mind is empty, eye is empty, everything is empty, but that doesn't mean we see empty, Even though itself is empty, but doesn't mean we see. There's so much obscuration. Blocked to see. Anyway, so it is, it's not something very far, something you see. Yourself is empty. Your mind is empty. You see. But it takes time to, as long as we don't purify, as long as the really deep devotion, they can receive a blessing. And then receive blessing, Guru or Buddha, and strong people know that. Then cannot click can't click. It's not something very far. See, something like a mountain you climb. But it's just a question of clicking, touching the point. Just a question of recognition. The false view, and then it's just a minute to realize emptiness. It's but the mind is heavily obscured, and there's no all those cause conditions. Then it takes. So then you see. Then it just becomes words, and it takes a long time. But once those cause conditions gathered, that changes the mind. Then it doesn't take much time. Just it is said by this great Lama Zopa Rinpoche. He said, a person who has a lot of imprint left on the mind, realizing a lot of positive imprint left on the mind. From past, a lot of pakcha, Tibetan word pakcha, imprint of the emptiness. Who has a lot of imprint left, then who has a lot of merit, who has so much merit. It's like you're funding, like with your project, you see. You need how many dollars? Let me see. Anyway, $200 million, $200 million, 200 million and 50. What? 50 million? What's that? Anyway, 200 million and a half. So I don't know how much that is. 200 million and a half. Well, that's just rough. So that's what needs according to what's planned, project what's planned. So same, to realize emptiness, to realize Mantra, you need so much merit behind, merit like a fund. Here you need to fund, you need to merit, so much merit. So and then this. So Zopa Rinpoche, he expressed that for that person, who has a lot of imprint left from past of emptiness, and has a lot of merit, no difficulties to realize, no difficulties to realize emptiness. That's what he said. So it's like that. Actually, to realize emptiness itself, in one way, is nothing. For some people, it's like like a hard rocky mountain, very hard rocky mountain, like that. So something kind of, it's something like that. Extremely difficult. Something kind of almost like impossible when it will happen. But on the one hand, realize emptiness that is not that much difficult. I think many people it happens, but the problem is unable to. Problem is not to realize, able to see emptiness. the problem is unable to continue the experience. The big problem is unable to continue the experience. With Shin, you need to complete one pointless concentration. So without that, then you can't even have the experience. Then it's gone. You can't develop. So you need the one pointless concentration. So Shin, you see, Shin, you need develop the one pointless concentration. You have to develop the wisdom. Realize image, you see. So you die. So in other hand, it's many people, I think, they have experienced the correct one. I mean, there are many wrong views, but correct one. Personally, the correct one, but then unable to. There's no concentration, so that's what to cause the difficulties. So causes what unable to develop continuity. Yeah, so the past, but some many from take time as for us. Made a Buddhist division of in the house of all sin in the house of all the sin in the house of everyone in the world, all the leaders and all the terrorists and all those people who are harming to others, creating some of the violence in everyone's heart. That left second. Which in the maybe Changjo, Samjo, Rinpoche, Amaje, Abanum, Jejuroje, Java, Anyamba, Neva, Ye, Gong, Gondo, Abewaro. No, Tonya Dawa Rinpoche, Maje Banum Jejuroche, Jeva Nyamba Meba Ye, Kone Kondo Bewaro. Karera Gube Shingam Dir Pendan Dewa Malu Jimene, Jele Sewa Tendin Shabe Side Bado Tenjurochi, Epande Lame Gute Tembadam, Kanyamala de Jumada, Taja Malu Sosa Dijane, Yudo Sanje to Varajinje. The other past, so many from Terran School about this may develop limitless scars of benefit. Choosing limited, like Lama Zopa by having some cultured means that Lama Zopa has for now in all my future lifetimes. Do you finish all the special dedications? Oh.
Just the last one left.
Huh?
Just the last one, whatever universe I'm born in. Whatever universe, world, country. The last one, whatever universe, world, country, area, or place.
Right. Something left when you recite. If something left.
Due to the merits the 3 times collected by me, Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and all other sentient beings, wherever I am, whatever universe, world, country, area, or place, just by my being there, may the sentient beings who are in that universe, world, country, area, or place never be reborn in the lower realms. May they immediately be liberated from all disease, spirit harm, negative karma, and defilements, and may they achieve enlightenment quickly by actualizing the whole path, especially bodhicitta.
The short one.
And that's the short version.
I think it's not a short one. It fits tonight.
I haven't done. We haven't done the protective prayers.
To do all the past, present, future, merits, daytime, merits, paths. That which exists is what is merely labeled by mind. That which is a hallucination is which is appeared, not merely labeled by mind. So therefore, it's total non-existent empty. Matter I, who exists, is what is merely labeled by mind. But what is the hallucination? Also, what is appeared, not merely labeled by mind. So therefore, it's total non-existent empty. Achieve Guru Bhajadar's enlightenment. That which exists, what is merely labeled by mind, what doesn't exist. That which is the hallucination is what is appeared, not merely labeled by mind. So that's total non-existent empty. And lead sentient beings who exist, who are merely labeled by mind, sentient beings which do not exist, is what is appeared, who appeared not merely labeled to our mind, who appeared not merely labeled by mind, so that it's hallucination. That one is hallucination, and total non-existent empty. Two, that was enlightenment, which exists, what's merely labeled by the mind, but what is false, what is hallucination, is what is appeared, not merely labeled by mind, and that's total hallucination, that's total non-existent, empty. By myself alone, who exists, who is merely labeled by mind. But what appeared, not merely labeled by mind, that's the hallucination. And total non-existent, empty. I dedicate all the merits to be able to follow Holiness, this Buddhist person about the mental verse as it realizes, and then I dedicate all the merits and to be able to follow, in the same way as 3 times Buddhists dedicate their merits. So maybe the dedication was done already. None?
Yeah.
Whose father died?
We did that. We did that.
Yeah. There's also Papichu's uncle died. So that, I don't recall the name. There's something, many syllables, so I can't remember. Anyway. So I want to say this. In the section, you can include this. That dedication, two or three times I spoke about it. Anybody who sees me, touches me, remember, think about me, talks about me, or who dreams of me, who see my portraits, pictures, you see. And then those who have my connection have how much helped me. So, see. Made cause them to purify alternate karma and to never be reborn lordships, and then to cause them generative faith in the karma, and immediately cause loving kindness, compassion, bodhicitta in their hearts, that one, and to be able to fulfill all the wishes for happiness instantly, immediately, according to Dharma. So that can also edit, can also edit that along with that. Anybody who's sick, anybody that I hear sick, may the cause that person immediately get recovered. May the cause by my hearing somebody sick is cause that person, that symptom immediately get recovered. By my hearing somebody died, the cause that immediately to be born pure land, where sentence became enlightened. So to edit that, to edit these two in that package. In that package. In that package of dedication, to edit these two, or when I do the more elaborate food offering, so I can include that. These two things, and then human beings, sometimes born human being, but no person practice Dharma. So may they meet public quality for Marpa teachings, and but teaching they enter practice, meditating on the quickly. So that. First, my hearing somebody sick caused it. That's immediately recovered. And my hearing somebody died caused it immediately born pure land became enlightened. So the third one, the other one. So we can include those two, see, here in this within this the particular special dedications, so that so that's very good because then if you generate wishes every day like this, then when as soon as you hear, then later you see it can have a strong great effect. As soon as you hear somebody sick, then that it helps that person recover. Same, the person, if you hear somebody died, so like if so many people died in the wars, and when you hear, and able to affect them, because if you pray every day like this, then they create power, that. So that's a very good. But what I taught you. So that. Some meditative practice can be done for the father who passed away. I did pray already. The Bajrayogini did that already to the father. Anyway, it's just wishing something good to happen. But some of course, our practice can dedicate. There's some like that in a particular time. That might be. See, maybe I don't know. There's difficult time. So that might be good. So, Chuji Jabu, I do the 3 times by others, made the general teaching of the Lama Zopa teaching made complete exercise with himself. Maybe spread in all the directions, maybe complete flourish forever in this world, but complete exercise with oneself, in the hearts of one's family members, and all of us here, in the hearts of all the members of organizer, ranging course, all those who are doing service here, and in the house of all the students and benefits in this organization, and those who give up their life to the organization, doing services in the image in our house without delaying a second in this very lifetime. Whatever marriage we correct today, and then to multiply 100,000 times. So the names Buddha, Buddhist, and Buddha, Buddhist name, Buddhist some about name, mantra, the multiply the last Buddha's name. Not only to multiply each marriage 100,000 times, but also which all the prayers that we did to actualize. This helps to actualize. Due to the blessings we emanated with the Savas, I'm very terrible dependent. All my pure prayers, due to my speciality, may all my pure prayers be succeed immediately. May John say, Chen Javia Chelata, and then Luva, maybe Tembata, Taga Lasa, Tapedu, and I'm very never and Good night, good morning.